Hello there, welcome to Pop Not Pop episode number 7, which means that this is Ready Part 2. We are now about to enter the deep emotional core of Ready, which is the musical arrangement. I think this song really encapsulates the parts of me that want to be a rock star. In a Bryan Adams kind of way. In a everything I do kind of way, you know? Note to younger watchers, if you've never heard of that song before, open a new YouTube window and find it now. Now. I'm serious. It's an iconic 90s rock reference. Anyways, so this song has guitar at its centre, which is a bit unusual for me these days. Now, annoyingly for me, my electric guitar has been playing up lately. And circumstances have colluded to prevent me from being able to take it to the shop. So it's time to put my improvising hat on, quite literally today. One way I could get around this is by plugging my acoustic guitar into a digital stomp box in my DAW. DAW, D-A-W, stands for Digital Audio Workstation, which is just another way of saying audio production software. Now, the action on an acoustic guitar is somewhat different to playing an electric. So to create the same kind of effect, I'm going to resist the urge to play hard on the acoustic and play lightly instead and allow the stomp box to do the work in terms of reverb and volume. I'm always a big fan of using a limited palette approach. So seeing as I'm using a digital stomp box for the first time, I thought I'd see what Logic could provide before downloading any other plugins. In this case, I've selected Surfing in Stereo, a combo of a Silverface amp and 2 pedal effects, a tremolo and a delay, because it resembles something of the way my Fender sounds when put through the Holy Grail pedal that you saw in episode 5. I have, however, modified the combo here by turning the tremolo wave all the way down. No unnecessary wobbles. So here's the lick. You remember how I said that I wasn't going to have 40 layers of drums? I mean, there aren't 40, but there are 12. That's probably quite enough. This song is 85 BPM, so not quite as slow as Bad Code, but certainly not a dance track. I've combined elements of 2 kinds of percussion kits here. So an R&B kit and a stadium kit to try to balance the vibe of intimate subject matter with an anthemic sound, which means we end up with something like this. Because the strings and the guitar are carrying most of the sound here, I didn't want to load too many synths into this arrangement. So for Ready, we only have 2, which have been pulled from the Roly Noise app, which is MPE responsive. So the synths support the guitar with the chord structure, but I wanted to add some texture to the track. So I went with Nino, and Chroma Pluck. The strings on this track really got out of hand, and I have no regrets. Ever since I heard Bjork describe programming the strings for Stonemilker as being like weaving a basket around the song, I have wanted to create more opportunities to program strings. Happily, I already had some ideas for the cello parts, because I recently already created an acoustic version of this song for a Patreon exclusive acoustic EP. So I took those melody lines and built on them to create something for cellos and violas across 2 great pieces of iOS app software. The first, which you'll already be familiar with, is the strings in GarageBand for iOS, which was good for ensemble playing and plucking. The second was through making use of the 5D Swam Strings preset available in the Noise app, and then using my LightPad controller to manipulate the dynamics of the strings, like so. Which means when put together, we have this kind of glorious thing. Right, so thus far in this series, I have not really tackled backing vocals. So we have layers of woes sung in harmony, and then layers of a line sung in harmony, which are the words, "Oh, say so." Now, I didn't mention this in the last video because I forgot, but this line is the follow-up to Olivia's proposal in Twelfth Night. Spoiler! The wrong twin agrees to marry her. So following her line of inquiry of, "Would you be ruled by me?" upon acceptance, she exclaims, "Oh, say so, and so be." So we've got a little bit more Shakespeare in there. So finally, we have the top line. Here's the lead vocal.
There's a past that colors my present. I'm just a shade past heaven. Would you be ruled by me? Would you be ruled by me? And I don't want you without sense. Just as defenseless as I choose to be. Would you be ruled by me? Would you be ruled by me? No matter what I say, I'm ready for something new. No matter what I sing, I'm ready for you,
So that is a wrap on Ready. I hope you enjoyed the diverse cultural references today and got a little bit of escapism. It's super important, now more than ever, for you to feel like you can have a look at my Patreon, the Rookes Lab, over at www.patreon.com/IamRookes. And if you enjoyed this content, please consider becoming a supporter so that I can keep making it. See you next week for a new Pop Not Pop song, and be good to each other in the meantime. Ciao!